This is Kuiper Belt, one of the most remote places in the solar system. Kuiper Belt is home to a diverse array of objects. From dwarf planets like Pluto and Eris to countless smaller bodies like Arrokoth. It stretches from 30 astronomical units to 50 astronomical units from Sun, where 1 astronomical unit is the distance from Earth to Sun. In this video we shall look at the 6 largest Kuiper Belt objects. Number 6. Quaoar. Quaoar is a small dwarf planet that has its own ring system. It is also accompanied by a small satellite named Quaoar, which is only 70 kilometers in diameter. Quaoar is believed to be composed mainly of water ice and has a diameter of 1,086 kilometers, which is slightly smaller than Pluto's satellite Charon, which has a diameter of 1,172 kilometers. At its most distant point, Quaoar is 45 astronomical units from the Sun and 42 astronomical units at nearest. This makes Quaoar's orbit much more circular compared to other Kuiper Belt objects. Quaoar has 2 rings, out of which the outer ring is very irregular and opaque and may vary from 5 to 300 kilometers in width, whereas the inner ring is uniform and has a width of 10 kilometers. The rings of Quaoar are also located much further away than earlier thought was possible for an object to have rings. Quaoar was discovered on June 4, 2002 by American astronomers Chad Trujillo and Michael Brown at the Palomar Observatory and is named after creation god of the Native American Tongva tribe. Number 5. Gonggong. Gonggong is among the reddest Trans Neptunian objects known, especially in the visible and near-infrared. It has a tiny satellite named Xianglu. Gonggong is located in a region of solar system which is sparsely populated by icy bodies called the scattered disk. This region is located beyond the Kuiper Belt and objects here have highly eccentric orbits. Gonggong's orbit varies from 33.7 astronomical units to 101.2 astronomical units from Sun. From its discovery on July 17, 2007 by Michael Brown and David Rabinowitz at Palomar Observatory, till the year 2019, Gonggong was the largest unnamed Kuiper Belt object and was referred to as 2007 OR10. It is named after the Chinese god of water. Number 4. Makemake. Makemake is the second brightest object in the Kuiper Belt. It has a small satellite which is named MK2, which is 170 kilometers in diameter. A preliminary examination of the discovery imagery suggests that MK2 has a reflectivity similar to charcoal, making it an extremely dark object. Makemake has a diameter of 1,430 kilometers, which is approximately 60% of that of Pluto. Like most other larger Kuiper Belt objects, Makemake's surface is also made of methane, ethane and possibly nitrogen ices. At its most distant point it is 52.8 astronomical units and 38.1 astronomical units in the nearest. It takes sunlight 6 hours to reach Makemake's surface. Makemake was discovered on March 31, 2005 by a team at the Palomar Observatory led by Michael E. Brown and was announced to the public on July 29, 2005. It is named after the god of fertility in Rapunui mythology. Number 3. Haumea. Haumea is a weirdly shaped object which has a ring and 2 moons named Hiyaka and Namaka. When Haumea was discovered it displayed large fluctuations in brightness over a period of 3.9 hours, which could only be explained due to its ellipsoid shape caused by high rotational speed. At its longest, Haumea has a diameter of 2,322 kilometers. Haumea also has a ring that has a width of about 70 kilometers. It was discovered in 2004 by a team headed by Mike Brown of Caltech at the Palomar Observatory and is named after Hawaiian goddess of fertility. Number 2. Eris. Eris is the most massive known dwarf planet and the 9th most massive known object to orbit the Sun. It is tidally locked to its large satellite named Dysomnia. Discovery of Eris was announced on July 29, 2005 on the same day as Haumea and Makemake by Michael Brown at Palomar Observatory and is named after Greek god of discord. After studying Haumea's orbit around Eris, it was found that Eris was more massive than Pluto but slightly smaller in size, as it is mostly made of dense materials like iron. Eris' discovery sparked a debate in the astronomical community about the planethood of Pluto, which ultimately led to its demotion to dwarf planet. Like Gonggong, Eris is also located in the scattered disk and has a highly eccentric orbit, with its distance from Sun varying from 97.5 astronomical units to 38 astronomical units. Number 1. Pluto. Pluto was the first object to be discovered in the Kuiper belt, as it is the brightest object in the region and the only one in the list that has been visited by a spacecraft. When NASA's New Horizons reached Pluto, it found a heart-shaped region in Pluto that did not have any craters. This region is called Sputnik Planitia, which is mostly submerged in large bright glaciers of nitrogen ice. Pluto has 5 satellites: Charon, Hydra, Kerberos, Styx, and Nix. Out of these, the largest satellite, Charon, is almost half the size of Pluto. It is so big that the Charon-Pluto system is often referred to as a double dwarf planet system, as their barycenter lies outside Pluto. Before the discovery of Eris, Pluto was the 9th planet in the solar system but was demoted to a dwarf planet because it did not have a clear orbit. In fact, the combined mass of all the objects in Pluto's orbit is about 14 times the mass of Pluto. Its distance from Sun varies between 30 to 49 astronomical units. It was discovered by Clyde Tombaugh in the year 1930 at Lowell Observatory and was demoted to a dwarf planet in the year 2006. As our telescopes become more powerful and we come close to finding Planet 9, we may find more of these dwarf planets, and this list may change very soon.